Now we will see basic structure of C program. This is nothing but a basic structure of C program. Here we have documentation section, link section, definition section, global declaration section, functional declaration section, main function, subprogram section. Here among all these sections, link section and main function are essential. So this is nothing but a structure. We will see one by one with examples. First we will see first section is nothing but a documentation section. First we will see that in this section it includes the comments lines. Like in comment lines may include name of the program, name of the programmer or author, and other details like date, time of writing the program. This section gives the overview of the program. For example, these are the comment lines. So here program name, addition of 2 numbers, author name, anything you can mention. For example, some XYZ, date, time, like that you can mention. If more than one comment lines are there in the program, then you need to mention /* beginning of the comment line, and at the end of the comment line you need to mention the same */. If only one comment line, if you want to mention // program name, like that you can give. Okay, this is optional. If you want to write in the program, you can, otherwise you can leave. So here next one is, after the documentation section you have a link section. In the link section consists of header files of functions that are used in the program. It includes the header files. It provides instructions to the compiler to link functions from the system library, such as using #include directive. So here these are the standard header files we use in the C programming language. #include stdio.h, #include conio.h. stdio.h is nothing but a standard input output header file. It allows us to perform input and output operations in C. So if you want to perform any input output operations, we need to include this header file. Header files can be having some library functions. This all are nothing but a already library functions. So here to load that functions we use this directive, #include directive you need to use. So here standard input output header file, it is having some of the functions like printf, scanf. Okay, to print the output on the screen you need to use the printf, scanf. To read the values you need to use the scanf. Next one is console input output header files. conio.h is nothing but a console input output header file. So here conio.h is used to include the console input output library functions like clear screen, getch. Some of the functions are included in the conio.h. So to write any C program, minimum header files you need to include is these two. Next one is definition section. This is mandatory. Okay, link section is essential. Next one is you have definition section. Definition section is nothing but a all the symbolic constants are written in the definition section. So if you want to mention any symbolic constants, for example, #define pi 3.14 or #define x5, like that. If you want to use any symbolic constants, you can use like this. Okay, symbolic constants can be used by using #define. Okay, this is nothing but a #define. Here you can use any variable name, and within a variable you can use the value. For example, you can use like this also, #define x5, which means wherever the x comes, that value 5 will be takes here during the entire program. You don't mention any semicolon, and you cannot mention any equal also here. Next one is global declaration section. Global declaration section means the global variables that can be used. Definition section is also optional. Next one is global declaration section. The global variables that can be used anywhere in the program are declared in the global declaration section. User defined function also declared in this section. So here global declaration section means any variable if you want to use during the entire program, or any function if you want to use during the entire program, then you can use in this section. variables or functions you can use in this section. So here int x is equal to 10 means this is nothing but if you are writing before the main function, okay, before the main function, if you mention int x is equal to 10 means this is nothing but a global. Okay, this x is a variable, that x is a global variable. This can be accessed by during the entire program. Okay. Next we have main function. Main function, it is necessary to have one main function. Every C program consists one main function section in every C program. Main function consists of two parts, declaration part, executable part. The declaration part declares all the variables used in the executable part. Whatever the variables you are declaring, that can be used in the executable part. Executable part means at least one statement in executable part. These two parts must appear between the main. After the main function, you need to write the open and close parenthesis, flower braces. All the statements in the declaration and executable part end with a semicolon. So here, for example, this is the main function. This is nothing but here addition of two numbers I am doing, int a comma b comma c. This is nothing but a declaration of variables. So here you can say it as a declaration statements. Main function consists of two parts, declaration part and executable part. These all are the executable part. This is nothing but a declaration part. All these parts can be enclosed with a flower braces. Okay, open and close flower braces. And here a is equal to 10, b is equal to 2, c is equal to a plus b, and you need to print this value, right? So printf addition of two numbers is %d comma c I am writing. Okay, get ch. This is nothing but a main function. Next one, subprogram section contain all user defined functions that are used to perform a specific task. If you want to perform any specific task, then you can use a user defined functions. Whatever the user want to perform any particular task, that can be write in the user defined functions. Functions are called in the main function. So here user defined functions are called in the main function. User defined functions may appear in any order, but we prefer to write after the main function. User defined functions can be write in any order. Void my function, for example, this is nothing but a sub function. This is nothing but a return type. Printf sub function, this is nothing but a sub function I am displaying. So here open function always open with the body. Okay, open and ends with a flower braces. For example, this is nothing but a simple C program. Program for addition of two numbers. As we know, first we need to include the documentation section. This is optional, but here I mentioned this is nothing but a documentation section. Next, I included header file section. Okay, this is nothing but a link section, you can say. Okay, first documentation section I mentioned. Next one is link section. As I said, every C program needs at least these two header files compulsory. So I mentioned all these header files. Next you have definition section. This is optional, hash define, like that. If you want to mention, you can use global declaration, also optional. So I did not mention. Next one, main function section. Void main function I have written, and here main function consisting of two statements, two parts. Declaration part and executable part. In the declaration part I mentioned int a b c, a is equal to 10, b is equal to 20, and these are the executable part. C is equal to a plus b, printf and get ch. So here addition of two numbers will be 30, like that it is displaying. This is about the basic structure of C program. Please subscribe my channel.